What's up, guys? It's Horsepower U here, giving you another informational video. Now, I'm a guy who has a passion for cars. I love cars. I go to a lot of car clubs and a lot of car meets. But I get tired of hearing guys talk about that they cannot afford certain vehicles. So, in this video, I'm going to show you that you can have two sports cars, two different categories, and I'm going to show you what you can get for around $30,000 to $33,000. Now, for some of you, this may surprise you because you may say, "Wow, I did not know that I can get these type of vehicles." So, to start off here, let me exit out of my little screen here. Okay. Oh, there's my computer. So, I wanted to start off with Mustangs. If you're a car guy, you know a lot of guys who own Mustangs. Okay. Nothing wrong with a Ford Mustang, but I want to show you what a Ford Mustang average costs for a V8 manual. Now, the location I'm using is in the Florida location down in the Miami area. Just an example. So, if you click here, I'm going to click on a 2016 Ford Mustang. Okay. All right, look at that beauty, man. I mean, it's a nice car, man. If for the younger guys who've never had a Mustang, Mustangs have definitely improved on looks. Okay, now for this one, this is $32,240. It's 2016. It's a manual. It's a GT. Nice solid color. These bad boys come with 435 horsepower. A lot more horsepower than the days when I used to, like Mustangs, and they were like in the 1995-96 era. Okay, all right. Now, as you can see, the dealer price is $32,240. Okay. It's a 6-speed manual transmission. The exterior is ingot silver metallic. Interior color is ebony. Gas mileage 25 miles to the gallon, 15 city. Okay. This is a beautiful vehicle. Okay. Beautiful vehicle. Okay. I'm not going to deny that. Now, you can get this same price range. In this same price range, usually the color doesn't really change the price that much. Red probably going to cost a little bit more, but it's not exactly going to kill you. This is a nice color. And you can get more options, but I'm just going off with a V8 GT, okay, that's making the 435 horsepower. So, very beautiful vehicle. And then, you talk to some guys and you say, well, what else can I get for $32,000? And I'm not talking about a Camaro or anything like that. What if this guy wants to, get into a market that he never even dreamed about getting to? Well, let me introduce you to, let's go back a couple of years. There's nothing wrong with you going back a couple of years to get dream cars, people. So I'm out here in, this is in Ohio. This is a 2005 Dodge Viper 2-door SRT 10 convertible. $33,000. Are you kidding me? This is 2005. This bad boy came with 500 horsepower. Okay? Like, you gotta be kidding me, right? So let's look at this beauty, okay? Now, yeah, the Viper is not going to come with all that beautiful new options that the Ford comes with, but back in 2005, okay, this was rocking it, all right? Beautiful black, still has a nice Viper wheels on it. The car is just in immaculate condition. And did I mention that this bad boy has a V10? Now, for some of you watching this video, it was just a dream to own cars like Dodge Vipers, Corvette ZR1s, Porsche 911 turbos. So $33,000 for this is a steal. Now, let's go down now. Look at the option. Yes, it has 68,000 miles. I got it. Okay, nobody cares. It's a Viper. It was taken care of. Okay, you can see from the pictures. Okay, now the gas mileage is totally different. All right, but it's a V10. Okay, now I'm not saying that if this is a play car, this is a car you want. Now, this as a daily driver, not going to be the best deal. The Mustang is going to beat it by far. Okay, but a lot of guys I know who have Mustangs, most of them have another vehicle they could drive, a little small hoopty we call. So, would you rather spend $32,000 for a 2016 Ford Mustang GT? It's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Okay, $32,000. By the time you get out the door, dealer price, okay, you're probably going to be right at the $33,000 and some change mark. But you can get a 2005 Dodge Viper. It was back in 2005. These cars were like $90,000, $80,000 vehicles. Okay, when you people see you in this, you're gonna turn heads. You're gonna attract so many different people. Okay, most of the younger generation don't even know what type of power these cars have. Okay, considering in 2016 standard 500 horsepower is not a lot of power, but coming from a guy who's driven cars like this, believe me, that's a lot of power for the streets. It won't come with all the beautiful amenities, but you would definitely have an exotic vehicle. And since there will be shutting down the 2017 will be the last year for the Viper, and they're shutting down that plant this year for 2016. You're getting an exotic vehicle. You're gonna turn so many heads, man. And yes, the maintenance and upkeep would be a little bit more, but let me tell you something. It is definitely worth it. This for $33,000, I guarantee you, hey, you got to learn how to talk to people, work them down a little bit. Okay, you probably could work down 1,000 or so. Hey, that's not a bad deal. When people see you in this, they're not going to see you in a $33,000 vehicle. They're going to see you and say, hey, a guy owns a Dodge Viper. That's awesome. Okay, one thing for being rare, it's hard to see Vipers on the streets. Okay, I'm definitely in the car scene, and you don't see a lot of Vipers at all. They're out there, but they are scattered. So that's another beautiful thing about it is you get this vehicle, and you will be rare to have it. Okay, you always turn heads. People always want you to come to the car clubs. Okay, now so for the Ford Mustang, there's nothing wrong with that either. Okay. But you probably, even like most guys do it for Mustangs, they're going to add an exhaust to it. They're going to add a lot more things to it. And to be honest, you're going to look like any other Mustang. It doesn't matter. You're just going to look like the other guy. People are always going to see you as, oh, those are the Ford Mustang guys, okay? But once again, you pull up in that Viper, it'll be totally different. Now, I compare these two cars, but they're not in the same category by no means, okay? The Ford Mustang and the Camaros were muscle cars of their time, okay? The Viper is a lot later years when Dodge was trying to get into the sports car market, okay? And so people are still going to see you in a Viper, and they're going to say, this guy has a sports car. They're not going to say, oh, this guy has a muscle car, okay? Two different things, okay? So, yes, for this price, $32,000, this may be good for you. The back seats, yeah, some Mustang guys use their back seats, but let's be honest here, man, okay? Not much. It's gonna have more trunk space. I got it. This video here just to give you an option, man. I'm just throwing it out there because a lot of people I hear, oh, I would never be able to afford a dream car. Well, if he's gonna spend $30,000, you can spend $30,000 on something used, and drive around looking like I'm not going to say a rich guy, but you're going to drive around looking and feeling great about what you purchase, okay? Versus the guy who purchases a basic vehicle like the Ford Mustang. Nothing wrong with the Ford Mustang. There's a category for this car, and I will have later videos on why to buy a Ford Mustang versus other types of vehicles, okay? Now, for that Viper, now there are other cars in that category. Yes, you can get old Vipers. You can get old school Corvettes for pretty much cheap. There's a lot of different other American, because I'm talking American for now, American sports cars, older cars that you can get that when people see you, they're going to be like, man, you really must have money to have that, okay? But that's not the case. Now, I mentioned the Viper because it's a lot more exclusive vehicle and rare to see. I didn't mention the Corvette. I am a Corvette guy, but I didn't mention that because Corvettes are plentiful too, okay? And that's one thing I love about these type of vehicles, as far as they make plenty of them so people can buy and enjoy. When you have these rare vehicles that they don't make a lot of them, oh man, it can create problems down the road for parts. It can create a lot of problems as far as just you owning that vehicle, maybe being in an area that there is nobody to hardly service the vehicle. So I'm just putting that out there. Once again, this is Horsepower U. I'm just giving you a quick video. The next video I'm going to give you, and I'm going to step it up a little bit, and we're going to see what $10,000 more can do for you. So we're going to look anywhere from $40,000, okay, to let's say 45. All right, and I'm going to show you two different separate vehicles in two different classes on what it shows as far as you getting a dream car. Please enjoy. Please hit that subscribe button. Thanks.